Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I want to talk about probably one of the coolest songs ever made. And the only reason I'm doing this video is because I have like a story behind it. And there's some songs that have stories behind and stuff. Now, I can't do it for every video because, I mean, I'd be talking forever, because I have a full wealth of movies and knowledge and stuff. And the biggest thing about this was like, um, music videos were kind of unique at the time because we did not have MTV. We didn't have cable. Didn't go out to where we were at. There was cable at the main cities and stuff like that, but I don't think cable didn't come out to the country like it. It does now, but it didn't when we were growing up. And my dad always wanted cable because he was tired of like. But it wasn't bad. We had like with antenna, we could get Canadian TV, and Canadian TV had stuff uncut, and then like we got city TV on a TV upstairs. And like Friday and Saturday night, they have movies that were uncut, like Private School was uncut. I mean, they have nudity and stuff like that. Private School. I remember seeing Blood Beach uncut. Gong Show movie. They had other stuff there too. I mean, uncut. I mean, they had Funeral Home there, but I already rented that on VHS. But I mean, it was uncut. And I remember the Fog was on there. Seeing scenes of that while I was little. Uncut. That was mad, but they had like the full. They had commercials for the Fog whenever those things were going to kill somebody. Whenever those pirate ghosts to kill somebody. The original John Carpenter, I didn't bother with the remake. Something I don't bother with a lot of the remakes at all. It depends on what it is. I try to stay clear of remakes, depending on what it is. You know what I mean? Some remakes might be okay. Like anything with King Kong or like King Kong versus Godzilla, that was a remake of the '50s movie. I definitely want to see that. That was awesome. I like the old one, but I mean the Japanese always made King Kong look goofy, super goofy. Now where the hell? Oh yeah, well we didn't have cable at the time, and MTV was a big deal. And sometimes we go to Aunt Dorothy's or me and Eric and Chandler would watch videos, and then they would repeat videos, and it was weird because certain times of the day they would play like a video might have like a little bit of censor to it, like they have Van Halen's "Hot for Teachers." They got it bad, and then they got it bad. They put a hand on a crotch. Sometimes they would block that out, and they were you couldn't see it, and then later on in the day they would play it. It was really weird, but we didn't have cable. I mean, we didn't have cable. We didn't see music videos, but then we started having stuff like Friday night videos on NBC, and then locally we'd have like night Jet Rocks, and then we have Night Rocks, which was like all night music video show, and we have like Solid Gold and stuff like that, Rock in America, where we would show music videos back when they were still popular. And I even seen that episode of Headbangers Ball till I was in the Army in AIT, because kids were talking about that. And then some kid was talking about Nick at Night too, showing the old TV shows late at night. Well, anyways, the coolest song, boy, I ran it for 3 minutes. But the song I want to talk about is a song from the band Golden Earring called Twilight Zone. And I found they did Radar Love too. But I mean, Twilight Zone was a super cool song. And there's like, the main thing is there's two versions of it. And there's two music videos. There's like the regular one, it's like maybe 4.5 minutes. And then there's the extended one, it's like almost 8 minutes. And sometimes they would play that, it's an awesome song. And sometimes they would play on Night Rocks, or like on Jet Rocks, they would play the extended version, the 8-minute version. I remember having it on, which had an extended, like, musical interlude whenever the song changed in the middle. And on the video, there's two videos. In the video, they had, like, the girls dancing when they had concert footage. And then in the extended version, they had the uncut part where, like, the girl took up her top and is topless. But in the original one, they said censored, they put, like, stuff over it, right? But they show it uncut in the extended version on YouTube. Anyways, I remember recording that on my tape recorder and playing the extended version. It was cool. It's like, I always wondered why they had an extended version and why they had like the radio would just play like the almost 4.5 minute version. Whereas like some of the video places, now we'll play extended. I remember having I taped the extended version. Like, why is some version of the song longer, some version short? I didn't know that they did the extended stuff before. Just like I didn't know anything about a prequel, like a movie. I knew about sequels, but I didn't know a prequel, like a beforehand thing, and that's what happened with Missing in Action. Because I guess they were going to film that first, and then some other guy was going to film the second one, which was the more serious of the three, the original, with the present day Missing in Action. And then one guy said more that the one film in Vietnam, and he said was so bad it's going to kill the franchise. You know, I like that movie, so they released it as a sequel to the second film, as a prequel. Anyways, I really liked the. I'm all over the place with this video. I really liked the thing. I mean, it was really weird because my mother was I was under the thumb of my mom and stuff like that. A lot of times, we had to. My musical identity, I mean, I still had one. I liked a lot of 80s and 70s and 80s songs. I liked that. And I was starting to get into metal and like ACDs and stuff, but then under the thumb of my mother, like, my sister was doing these horseback riding lessons, and they said, well, every time you're allowed to get like an album or an 8-track. I remember I wanted to get that for those about rock ACDC, and my mom was looking back. I don't like the sound of these songs. So I was under the thumb of my mom, and then mom said, like, you're not allowed to listen to AC/DC anymore. One of my friends said they had an album cover, because if you want blood, you got it, and he stabbed himself with a guitar. You're not allowed to listen to them anymore. I still listen to him, you bitch. I still listen to him. But whenever I went in the Army, I started buying a lot of cassettes and stuff, exploring stuff like Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, and stuff like that. I mean, I did get a little bit of metal. I remember buying the Ozzy Osbourne Bark the Moon thing. Mom said, I didn't know you liked someone who bit the head off a bat. She was such a prude and a bitch. She really was a bitch. She still is. But, I mean, she's good with the baby, so that's all that matters. And I started buying a lot of stuff, like a lot of Floyd and stuff like that, for my own musical identity, and that helped me out a lot. I mean, you know, just exploring a lot of stuff I liked. I mean, I was allowed to listen to Devo against my mother's mind, like, they're so weird, they're so strange. You know, you were weird and strange, stealing all those drugs. You were the weird one. You were the strange one. See, I'm getting a lot of my. This is a good way to get a lot of your demons. Have a YouTube channel. You get rid of a lot of your inner demons and like bitch about people through YouTube. But no, I liked the Twilight Zone from Golden Era was great. Also, there's another thing about that really brought me back to the song was there used to be a place called Hitching Post. We used to have a couple of truck stops around the area. You had to kind of hidden. There was one called Bartone's, or the Fifth Wheel, that was still around. And there was one called a Hitching Post, which later on closed down. And it was like a shell of a building, abandoned. Way before I started my channel, I could have filmed a little bit of stuff, what it looked like. But it's completely removed now. They had that was a cool place, because at Thursday nights, me and my dad would go out, late night, at 1 or 2 in the morning, get off, and they'd have a steak dinner for $10. I would get, I don't know if my dad got it, he might have gotten that, I don't remember. And playing they had the pinball machines. There's one in the back that was in this closed off area, and there was no heat. It was cold back there, but I want to play a pinball machine. I played something there, but there was one up front. It was a Twilight Zone pinball machine, and that pinball machine was cool. And the music scene was cool because it started do 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 do, and then it went right into the song for the Golden Earring. Dun 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 dun. Go do 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 do. Then go dun 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 dun. It was really cool. I love that pinball machine. So, that's why, see, I got off on a tangent on this one, too. It's all right. That's why I reviewed this. I talked about this song. It did have an impact. It's really a cool song. A great song. One of the best songs of the 80s, and sometimes people forget about that stuff. What really brought me back to the song, I would have completely forgot about was that pinball machine. And I always remember how cool that pinball. I was thinking about pinball machine. I always cool how that changed when you started playing it, and it was really neat. I like that. That's what really brought me back to the song. You know, back in the 90s, like 95, 96, 97. But I mean, it was a shame that the Hitching Post closed down. Cause it was like they'd have like all this stuff there. They'd sell like a truck, not huge truck stuff, but the food was really good there. I liked it there. Like I said, Thursday night or late night there for a steak special. I mean, it was $10, but it was good. It was a big steak, and I don't know if there was fries or I don't know if I got fries or potatoes, or they're both potatoes, fries or baked potato. I think I got French fries. I assume. I don't remember. That was a long time ago. So I hope you like this video. Back till next time, please. Take care, my legion. Iggy.